welcome back to my channel. I know I look rough. I just finished my March TBR. My kids are not home. We've been doing a lot of cleaning. My husband right now is cleaning my solar panels. We did the yard today. I mean, we went ham. We've gotten a lot done. It's barely 12:30. We're completely ready for this month, and I'm so excited. So I need to pick a book to read, and I have decided I'm going to start with The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. I am really excited to reread this. I liked it the first time, and then I kept seeing people's reviews of it, and I was like, I mean, it's good. It's not great. But everybody was really loving it, and the more they were talking about it, I was like, I really did like it. So I'm like, okay, I want to reread it, see if I love it, because I do want to read the next one, which is The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. So I'm really hoping that I can read this, but I can honestly say this book is really heavy. Like the way it's made, it is actually heavier than normal. I mean, and it's not huge, but I am really excited to reread this because I feel like maybe I just wasn't catching on to things that other people were catching on to. And so I want to reread it, really dive in again, and then read the next one. So I'm going to start this probably today. I don't know, but I really want to start this book. So today is really like continuing series. This and that one, it's a duology. I would finish the series. So I really want to read this month. I'm just going to leave that there so I'm not waving it around. But I do have like a lot of Kindle books that they came out either last month or they come out this month, and that I really want to read. So I need to catch up on my series because right now I am at this exact moment, I am at 30 caught up and 32 in the middle of. Again, I want to be where I have more in caught up than in the middle of. So I really want to make a dent in that number.
Hey, so my son decided he wanted to go for a walk this morning, right when I took my daughter home from to school. He's been wanting to do that lately, so I'm not gonna deny him. I do, all my hobbies are sitting, and I have been wanting to move my body more, so I'm not gonna complain. So now I am walking with him, and it does feel a little awkward, recording while I'm walking my son because cars keep driving by. In my neighborhood, a lot of people walk. A lot of people. It's quite a few, especially right now. So I'm just going to the neighborhood that's next to me. They have a free little library, and they do have some kid books in there. So I'm gonna go in there and see what they got going on. I haven't been there in a little while, so let's walk together. Hey, so it's now Tuesday. I don't even know when's the last time I did an update for this vlog. I don't know, but I'm really not that very far into The Night Ends with Fire. I haven't been wanting to pick up physically. I've been really wanting just audiobooks and Kindle right now, but I do really want to read it. I'm really hoping today I can make more progress on it, so we'll see. But I'm remembering things from the first time I read it, and her dad does suck. I just cannot stand this man. I just can't. But I did also start Immortal in Death by J.D. Robb, which is the third book in the Immortal series. And this one is following her friend that has been around since the first book, but she's like a performer. That's the best way to put it. She's a performer, a nude performer at times. She sings, she puts paint on herself. I don't know. It's really weird. And she wants this man to do Eve's wedding dress. And she's like, you know me, I'm simple, and I know you're crazy. He needs to do what I want. This is for me. Well, gets there and figures out they're dating. And his ex shows up while they're there. And Eve is currently nude, getting sized, measured by the guy. And she comes in, guns a-blazing, starts yelling at Eve, thinking that they're a thing. And she's like, dude. So she had a decker. I was like, heck yeah, I loved it. But now that girl's dead. And the main suspects are her friend and the guy. So it's bad. I'm 20% of the way through So I really don't know what's going to happen. But she's like, the thing is she's asking her friend questions. And her friend's like, why are you asking me like that? Like, you know me. She goes, I have to ask these questions. Did you do it? And she has to like make it sound like you did this. And the friend is like crying. And she's like, no, I have to ask these questions on record. And so when you don't see a slip up, like I am pushing hard for a reason. And I'm understanding that, but she's not like in the moment, you're not going to understand that until it's explained. And whenever she turns her recorder off, she explains to her, I have to ask him this way and I have to be mean about it because I know you, we're friends. And if I don't ask these questions, I'll be taken off the case. And I don't want to be taken off this case. I have to be mean for her now. And she's doing it to the guy too, Leonardo. And I'm loving it. So I'm hoping I can listen to some of that today. But I did also start what is it called? The Last Vampire King? Something like that. I think it is. I don't know. The Last Vampire King by Rosemary A. Johns. And I only read 2 chapters. And I can honestly say I'm not a big fan. And I wasn't really a big fan of the first one. It was mainly because of Aurelius, how he acts. He's an MMC. This is a romantasy wise choose situation. And they're all kings. Like they're all shadow kings that are supposed to be with this girl. She is an Omega. So she is like a werewolf, but found out that she's a long lost queen in the first one, something like that. I'm the first book, I don't really remember. I actually pushed it from my brain because I was kind of irritated with it, but I really want to enjoy this book. The only character in here I really care about is Dare, or I think his name is Dare. But now he's having to change his name to Dove because he's now like a sex slave, but he's a king. And he's just like, as long as I'm with her, because they already formed the mate bond completely, and she formed one with Aurelius, but then he betrayed them. And now there's this other guy, he's coming into play. But the first chapter was all about him when he was 9. And then it's like 12 years later, we're back to the original timeline. But the way that he at 9 years old is talking, it's like how a 20-year-old talks. I was like, that's not how a child would talk. It felt weird. It didn't feel like it was a child. And I had to keep reminding myself because also he keeps saying, and his twin keeps saying, we're 9. And I'm like, oh my God, you're not 20. Like, I didn't really like that in the book. Not a big fan, but I'm going to try and read it. It's like 400 some pages. So I'm going to try. It's not looking great because also the first book really irritated me. So I just don't know if I'm going to continue on in it, but we'll see. But I'm hoping to make more progress in all 3 of the books today. I might have to go watch my grandma for a little bit today, but that's not bad. And then I have to pick up my daughter from school. And I just need to clean. We had a party this weekend, so I need to clean. So that's why I think Immortal in Death is really going to help me out because I think it's really my only book that I have written down right now that's an audio. Okay, we need to have a serious talk here. I finished The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. I looked at my Fable because I was so confused when I finished this book. Why did I give this a 3.5 the first time? This is a 5-star. I don't understand how I gave it a 3.5 the first time. This was amazing. This was absolutely beautiful. For some reason, yesterday, I was saying, like, I don't want to read a physical book, all this stuff. I need to clean. Once I started cleaning, I literally completely checked out. And I was like, I physically can't clean. I didn't clean anything yesterday. I did 1 load of dishes, 1 load of laundry. That was it. I could not physically clean my house. I was done. So I was like, you know what? I want to finish this book. So I sat down. And why did I read over 200 pages of this yesterday? And I just finished it. And I couldn't stop. I could not put it down. I've read this before. Why did it hit me so hard the second time? There were things that I forgot. There were things that I completely forgot the ending because the ending is so messed up. I completely made it leave my mind because I did not want to think about it. It was really freaking sad. But the way things ended, it's not okay. And I forgot that because this is a Mulan retelling, that when she gives her name to a commander guy that she's trying to get rid of, she says her name is Mulan. And I was like, that's where Mulan comes from, because it's always been Mei Lin. But I forgot a lot that happened in this book. And I'm so glad I reread it. Like, I'm so glad. So I'm hoping to pick up The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. The dragon is doing something. I just don't know. And I know it's a duology, so this will be finished for me. Thank God. I'm going to be finishing a series. But I don't know what the dragon's trying to do. I'm very confused. Where she's at right now, I don't know what's going to happen in this, because she's stuck. I don't know what's going to happen. And then just the betrayal. Oh my God. It had me. I have not looked at any kind of synopsis for this. And I have not actually seen a lot of people talk about this on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, like nothing. Like, I have not seen anybody talk about this book. So I honestly am going into this with no idea what's going to happen. And I'm really, really excited because I love doing that. So I'm hoping I can start it. And I just love the art. And I haven't looked at the naked cover, because the naked cover on The Night Ends with Fire, it says, never trust a dragon, right? So now I fully understand why it's like that. And I'm a little worried about what this one says. I have not looked at it at all. So let's do it together. I'm like really nervous because the dragon does not act alone. Okay. Dragon does not act alone. And I'm trying to divide. Is it meaning like she fully accepts the dragon and like, so they're working together? Or is it another like god? I don't know. I really want to pick this up, but we need to clean. Hey, so my mom just picked up the kids. It's Thursday again. So I kind of have a game plan for today, loosely. I do need to clean my house. I need to clean my house. Yesterday I did do some of it. I'm trying to get back into my routine. My routine got screwed up, so now I'm trying to get back into it. So what I'm hoping is clean one room, like fully clean it, like pick up everything, vacuum, clean. That's for me, that's clean. I do need to dust like my entire house, but I'm trying to get back into the routine first, and then I'll get into dusting. And because I used to have a big old dusting routine anyways too. So what I'm hoping to do, clean a room, read a chapter or two, and just keep going from there. I have one load of laundry. I have to do dishes, stuff like that. So I have to do all that stuff too. But I do have some book updates. So on my Kindle, last night I was in the bath, read a chapter of The Last Vampire King by Rosemary A. Johns, and I was just viscerally angry. I'm not liking any of the characters. I like Dare, but like he's purposely like hurting himself just to save her. It's like, dude, when she finds out, you're freaking screwed. And then we haven't even seen Lanlin yet. We only saw that first chapter of him when he was 9, but he acted like he was 20. I was like, okay, I don't like that. And then her, like, Aurelius really irks my nerves. Like, I can't stand him. Like, I hate him. Like, I don't want her with him. I want him to just be gone. But they already formed the bond, and I can't. I can't stand it. I can't do it. So I'm DNFing it because I cannot. I was halfway through Dare's own chapter, and I was just getting so mad. Even my husband, because I was getting antsy. I kept moving. And he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm really irritated with this book. And I was pretty mad during the first one. This one is even worse. Like, it's from the get-go. I just don't think this series is for me. I love, romantasy, why choose situations. This isn't working. So I'm DNFing it. I think I'm not even at 20%. I was at like page 75. I was trying to get to 100 pages, and I physically can't do it. So I'm hoping to start The Cursed Horde King by Zoe Draven. So I'll be caught up in that series. This series will be in my finished series because I'm not continuing. So I mean, those 2 series are technically out. So thank God. But I do have the Dragon Wakes with Thunder. Yeah. I am on chapter 8, page 67. I feel like I'm making good progress in this. I'm really excited to continue on. The only thing is, as of right now, like it's very politic heavy because she's now in the kingdom, and I feel like the guy loves her. The guy does love her, but he's the 7th son, so him being friggin' king, whatever, emperor, very low, very very low. Well, because of her, and there's a whole rebellion going on because they haven't seen her. Everybody knows what she did, but they try to paint her as this like bad person, but the people don't believe it. And so they think that she's like forming a rebellion. I'm like, how can she form that? I'm confused. And so now like they're together. And so she's trying to like get into the politics of everything. So I'm not quite sure because I feel like, yes, he does love her, but I think he's also using her. And I think that Cao Ming Lei, that's that other guy that likes her, whatever. I have such a hard time with the names. I feel like she's actually going to end up with him in the end. I don't know. I seriously don't know. I don't know what's going to happen because I feel like he actually has like her best interest at heart. The other one, I feel like he does love her, but I think he's also using her for his own gain. I mean, the other guy, the Lee guy, he was like, "I'll make you a commander." Like, we're not like the North. Like, women can be in the army. Like, you can be a commander. Like, he was going to give her everything she wanted, but without like the love and everything. Like, he was like, "No, like, I'll give you what you want. I'll give it to you." And he's like obsessed with her. But again, it's like, but the other one, because she now has to just be pretty much at his beck and call. And that's not what she wanted. And so now she's trying to get into the politics of everything and she's trying to like get him on the throne. So I don't know. I'm trying not to be spoilery, but I haven't even read the synopsis of this. So I'm hoping I didn't give something away. I really hope not. But I just don't know where this is really going. But in the last one, a lot happened in the last one. I'm only on chapter 8. So we'll have to wait and see. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my living room because this is mainly where I'm going to be reading. So I'm going to clean this entire living room, fold the blankets, get everything situated, vacuum in here, and then I'm going to read. Okay, I don't have you at a great angle, but I just want to do a quick little check-in. So it is almost 12:30. My daughter is getting an award at school today, so I'm going to go, and my mom's going to go with my son because she has them. So I'm going to go probably at 12:40 because it takes me about 10 minutes to get there, and it's at 1:15 because I don't want to fight for parking because the school, it doesn't have good parking. So, and that's the school I went to. It's never had good parking. So I'm going to get there early, and then if I have to sit in the car, I'll just do that. I don't really care. But I'll take my tablet with me, and that's where I'll probably start The Cursed Horde King by Zoe Draven. I have been reading The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. I am on chapter 12, page 108. I told myself when I was reading, I was like, I'm going to get to at least page 100. Because then when I was reading, I was like, I really want to clean. I was starting to get the urge. I was like, okay, we can't just let this like die out. Like, we have to do it. So I was like, let me at least get to page 100. Well, that was in the middle of a chapter. So I just finished on 108. Well, technically 109. So, no, 108. So I'm going to pick this back up. I think I'm only going to read 1 or 2 chapters before I go. I have not recorded in a few days, which is fine. I think the last time I checked in was Friday. Today's Monday. And I've already picked up my daughter from school. But I do have to say, I did finish The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. I'm giving it a 4.75. It was so close to being a 5. The ending, I understand why the ending ended the way it ended. But it doesn't mean I have to like it. I'm like, I get it, but I wish it didn't end that way. But then I understand why she ended it that way. But like, I wish I had a little bit more. But one of the guys, I'm not gonna say who she ends up with, but one of the guys was driving me absolutely insane. It was very politic heavy. It just, and I also really thought that because she's trying to get to that body of water, I really thought it was going to be sooner, but no, it was at like 50% of the way through was when she finally started doing the trek. I was like, wow, we took a long time to get there. But I mean, it was good. It's beautiful writing. Beautiful. I loved every second of it. Do I recommend this? Hell yeah. So now I have this duology done, which I'm very happy about. So that's one that I put in my finished series. And then I did Cursed Horde King by Zoe Draven. I finished that one last night at like 11 p.m. Like I was getting in bed. I was about 50% of the way through and I just couldn't put it down. It was just getting so good. So The Cursed Horde King is the second book in the Elthika, the Hordes of Elthika series by Zoe Draven. I did the first one. It's the Horde King of Shadow was the first one. This one I really enjoyed. This one was a 4.5. The main girl, Amaya, I'm not sure. I want to say Amaya. She delivers pierogies, which is some kind of creature in her world. I don't know. But her brother says you need to go to a place and you need to be in the hatchery, do dragons because we need somebody in there to get us information. Like, you're going to pretty much be spying for us. She doesn't want to do it, but the thing is, if she doesn't do it, her brother has to be sent as an actual dragon rider and he can die. And so it's not only saving him, but it'll be better. So she goes and she does meet Alaric, which is the Horde King of that area. And it was funny because like they talk about how he has piercings. He has like 9 of them. I'm like, oh my God, like I can't. And I guess it's like part of his like heritage. Like that's what they do. And it comes out like he takes his shirt off and he has his nipples pierced. I was like, wait a minute, what? So I had to look at the cover. They're pierced. You can see it in the cover. I didn't notice it the first time, but they are. But I really liked him. I really liked everything going on. She does have a magical ability that he does use it to like uses it to help himself, but she's offering the help. And he's like, well, what do you want in return? Like he was going to give her jewels, all this stuff. And she's like, nope, that's not what I want. It was something super simple. And he's like, that's it? Like, that's all you want? Like, okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. Like I was thinking money, jewels, whatever, but you don't want that. She goes, no, I don't need that. So I really like that, like her learning and, making friends. Third act conflict. He was so messed up. I was just like, oh my God, this can't be happening. And it was at like 72%. And that was when my husband was going to bed. He goes, are you going to go to sleep? I'm like, I can't. This is getting bad. And he's like, are you going to cry? I'm like, I don't know. This is starting to get really bad. And I mean, the third act conflict lasted quite a while, which makes complete sense with what happened. But man, I wish he made him grovel more. But I mean, he's a Horde King. What are you gonna do? And he does something nice for her without her even like knowing or asking for it or anything. So I really liked that. So also I'm caught up in that series now. So yay for me. I'm so excited. And then I tried to start Legend by Karina Halley today, which is the second book in the series. Oh God, I can't. I'm having to DNF it at 13%. It's dark. It's a dark romance, and I get it, but I don't need 62 pages of spice. It literally starts straight in with spice. 62 pages of it. Literally the very beginning of the book. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And it's like, it's really messed up. This guy, it would be Ichabod, the way he thinks, it's it's just messed up. Like, I can't do it. I've never DNF'd a Karina Halley book, but this series, I can't. I don't mind the love triangle because Ichabod is with Brom and with Kat. Kat is with both of them. And he is, Brom is with both of them. But it is just, it's too dark. He's treating Brom so bad. And I get it, but this is to the extreme. It's too much. Like, yes, he messed up with Kat, but the way you're treating him, and she also was not very mad at him for what he did. Ichabod is just angry, and so he's taking it out on him, and it is too much. So I am DNFing it at 13%, 62 pages. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. And I literally ended where she's in a bathroom, gonna take a bath after, they had their fun. And she hears something in the room and she tries to get out, but the door's locked. So I'm like, even more violence. Because their fun time had a lot of violence in it. And it just, no, not for me. Too dark. Not gonna do it. This is why I can't do Haunting Adeline. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, I can do dark, but this is just it's also right in the beginning. It's like, dude, we didn't work up to this. So now I am still in Immortal in Death by J.D. Robb. I'm a little over 50% of the way through. I am enjoying it. I just haven't been wanting to read audiobook today, but I do have one last book that I want to read for this video. It's A Spark of Revenge by B.M. Clemton. It is the second book of the Umbra Hunters series that she has. I read the last one, and I know it's going to be long, so I kind of wanted it to be one of my last books. But I think it's only a trilogy, and so if I can get this one done this month, and then the next one done like next month or the month after, then that series will now be done, and I am really excited. So hopefully this will be okay, but it follows a female, well, a woman, and she's with three men. And the way that ended, I can clearly remember because I did the editing of me reading the last 30 minutes and all my reactions and my what counter. It was ridiculous. But that's like the only word I could even come up with when I did that one. And now I'm like, oh no, like, is it going to be bad again, this book? Because the things that happened that one, like, it's still very fresh in my mind and I really need to read it. So that's the next one I'm going to start. But those, I'm literally just need to finish A Spark of Revenge by B.M. Clemton and then Immortal in Death. And then this vlog will be done. That's it. I'm hoping. It's a new day and I did finish Immortal in Death by J.D. Robb, which I don't know what I'm going to do for the next one. I'm probably going to go to my mom's shop because there's a bunch of J.D. Robb books there from the In Death series. So I'm going to see if the fourth one is there because you can't buy them on Kindle, like under Kindle Unlimited. It's like $8. And then there's none more on Hoopla other than number 48. So I need to figure out how I'm going to get my hands on the rest of this series. This series is probably going to take me a few years to get through, but I wanted to get through all of the In Death series. But I'm giving this one like a 3.75. This one was good. I like her, Eve trying to figure out, like really dig deep about her feelings for Rourke and accepting the feelings that Rourke has for her. They're going to get married, and she has this case that her friend Mavis is like head suspect, and she knows she didn't do it. So she's trying to get that done. All I could say is that at the end, I was pleasantly surprised. I really wasn't expecting the person that did it. Like, I never assumed it was that person. It was really good. I really liked it. And I love the amount of not inner monologue, but more of like the inner growth from Eve. She has been through hell and back, and she just keeps pushing through. And you read her pushing through it. And I'm just like, I probably wouldn't be able to push through what you have gone through. Like, that is hard. And for a while, like, I would be doing bread or anything, and I would have to stand there for a minute and be like, this is so devastating. But I really love the series. I do like the series in general. So I'm really hoping I can continue next month. I'm going to have to go to the shop and see if she has the book. But we'll see. I do have to say I'm still reading A Spark of Revenge by B.M. Clemton. I'm about 65% of the way through, I think, about 65. Um, I'm a little bit on the bored side. Not, we found out some stuff and like things were getting places, and then now it's like at a lull. Mind you, I'm at 65%, and it's technically only been like 3 days. So everything's really explained. The main girl, she's kind of like reading very immature. Like she's supposed to be 26. To me, she acts like she's like 18. Yeah, she's around a bunch of 18-year-olds, but like the way she thinks, and these guys, they're just all kind of stupid. They're all making stupid decisions. They're not making smart decisions. They're just not doing what they should be doing. And the way they're treating each other, it's just, it's, it's not okay. So it's really hard for me to like them like together. I really hope it turns around because technically this would be my very first book from B.M. Clemton that I have not actually enjoyed, and I really wanted to enjoy this series. I really hope it turns around. Creed and Valen, I love them so much. Lennox needs to get his head out of his ass. Razor, I know he's gonna have a whole redemption arc. I can just feel it in my gut. I could feel it because some things kind of got revealed in one of the past chapters, and it's big time. So I'm really hoping to finish that today. Um, as you can tell, I actually did my hair and my makeup. I feel more like myself today. I am more organized. I'm in my routine. I'm making the bread. I'm doing bagels. I need the routine because otherwise I am way too overwhelmed. I don't know what to do with myself. The routine has been helping me. So it's been great. I have had a very good day today, and I crocheted today, and I'm caught up on my star reading blanket until right now that I finished Immortal in Death, which I'm just going to write it down real quick, and I'll probably do it another time whenever I have another audiobook or watch some YouTube videos. But I am really determined to get the book done. I think I have about 2.5 hours left of that book. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to do any of this stuff. I'm just going to hunker down and finish that book right now. Like I need to finish it. I feel like I just need to be done with it because I do have other books I want to read. And this is the last book of this video that I was going to read. And I feel like this video has been going on for like 2 weeks technically. I have filmed other videos in between, but this video has taken me 2 weeks. I'm here to close out the vlog. So I read a lot for this vlog. So it was like 2 weeks. It took me about 2 weeks to do this vlog. So I did finish The Night Ends with Fire by KX Song. 5 stars. I don't know why I only gave it a 3.5 the first time. I'm confused. Loved it. And then I did finish that duology. So that was The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. And that one I gave a 4.75. Am I being stingy? Yes. I'm still mad at that ending. I wish it was different, but it's not. Anyways, I totally recommend that duology. Very, very good. And then I did finish Immortal in Death by J.D. Robb, which is the third book in the In Death series, and I do not know how I'm going to get the fourth, but I gave this one a 3.75. I do like this one more than the last two, but it's not like the most amazing series, but also like the first one was made in 1995. I was born in 1993. Like they're pretty much as old as me. So I do like them. And then I did DNF, The Last Vampire King by Rosemary A. Johns. Yeah. I was viscerally angry during that. The first book, I was always mad too, but not like this. This was really bad. So had to finish it. I couldn't do it. Didn't care about any of the characters. That series is technically done. And then I did also DNF. Which one was it? Legend by Karina Halley. I have never DNF'd a Karina Halley book before. This was the first time. I am a little upset. I understand it's a dark romance, but that was really dark, and it's right when the book starts, and it's literally 62 pages of just spice. And it's dark spice, and I just couldn't get behind that, so that got DNF'd. But I also did finish The Cursed Hoard King by Zoe Draven, and that one was good. I did enjoy myself with that one. That one took me about 2 to 3 days to finish. That one was good. That one is my favorite of the 2 so far, but I'm technically caught up. There's not another book out yet. So I did really like it. The third act conflict was so messed up. I wish he groveled more, but he doesn't. But I did just finish A Spark of Revenge by B.M. Clinton. I do have to say, I'm upset. I really loved the first book. I think I gave it like a 4.5, 4.75. I'm giving this one a 2.75. This, to me, has middle book syndrome. It has it. And because, like, nothing, like, things happen, but it's, okay. This is really hard because I really want to just say everything, but I can't. So she meets Valent. She was dream walking with Valent in the first book. She actually saves him in this one. So he is there with her with the other 3. It's Razor, Lennox, and Creed. And they're in a legion, but they're all brothers. Yeah. They're in a legion. They're trying to bring her into the legion, but their bodies are kind of doing it without, like, they're having to stop it because they want her to have the choice. Which, mind you, I thought this was also 3 books. It's 4. So they are just arguing all the time. There is no learning between them. There's no real communication between them. They're just bickering all the time. They're not trying to fix anything. Like, it's very frustrating. And, like, all they're doing is just messing with each other. She is 26. And she loves to just flip people off all the time. She's just, like, she was doing snowball fights out of random with these 18-year-olds. I'm like, grow up. You're in a world that there are demons. They're trying to kill you. They're trying to get to your friends. And it just doesn't seem like you're taking this very seriously when you can literally die. It's just not, I really like B.M. Clinton. The first book had me. This one, it just feels like we didn't really learn much. We learned a few things, not much. And then, yes, there were like 2 battles, but they're not very long and not much happens. Like, the first battle, somebody comes in, saves everybody. The second one, this last one was really bad. That's how it ended. But it's not a lot of pages. It's not long. Like, Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, the last 100 pages is a full battle. So I love that. But they're short, sweet. And I'm saying that about a battle. They're short and sweet. So it's a 2.75. I'm very disappointed. I'm going to continue on because I'm really hoping in this next one there is a lot of growth. If it continues down this road, I'm going to be very irritated because I like B.M. Clinton. I want to read everything. Like Karina Halley, I'm so upset because I've never DNF'd a book from her, and now I just have. It's bad. But, I mean, I feel like I did good this week. I did read, well, for this vlog, I read a lot. But, I mean, I'm caught up in one series. I'm continuing in one. I'm continuing in 2. I finished a duology and I DNF 2 series. So I feel like I did really well. So I'm really glad I'm doing these videos because I'm trying to not be just in the middle of a bunch of series. Like, I want to get through what I'm reading. So I hope you like this video. If there's any of these books you guys like or you want me to read, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.